Hello, it's Vanessa. I am getting ready. It is evening and I'm going to support a friend. Her daughter is an amazing musician, singer, and she is performing tonight at just a little pub, and I'm going to go support her. And I thought I would get on here, and if anybody's around. Hi, Tara. Anyway, if anybody's around, I thought you could ask me questions about anything. My life, my business, whatever you want to ask me. I don't talk a ton about Saint as a business. I talk a lot about the products. I should have opened this before I put my moisturizer on. I just realized. But I don't talk a lot about the business, and I kind of don't know why. Sometimes I'm like, oh, people don't want to know, and I don't want you to feel like I'm just like trying to recruit you. And I kind of am, but what's cool about this business is I don't have to recruit anybody. For the first year and a half that I was selling this makeup, I was doing it all by myself. I didn't have a team at all. I didn't even think about wanting a team. I was just doing it. I was loving it. I was sharing it, enjoying it, the whole thing. But as my team has started to grow, and it kind of happened weird. I didn't really ask. I just started having customers ask me about it. And if you don't know, I have been a cosmetologist for over 30 years. I love it. I started immediately out of high school. In fact, if we count all the years that I was doing hair before I actually got licensed, we could easily add on like another 7 years to that. So I started doing hair when I was like, 12. But I got licensed right out of high school, and it's been my career. I've loved it. I've done little jobs in between, like I've worked for some makeup companies. I've worked for some jewelry stores. I have waitressed through the years. I haven't done that in many years, but I did all these things as I was doing hair and moving and building my clientele. And if you didn't know this, I recently announced that I am going to retire from hair, not because I don't love it and not because I'm really old and ready to retire. I'm more or less switching gears, and I am going to start doing the makeup exclusively. I love it so much, and some of the cool things about the business part of it is that I started with a really small investment. I actually got the big artist kit, which was $400, excuse me. But they also have a $200 version, and that got me started. And since then, 3 years ago, I haven't paid for a stitch of makeup. I haven't paid for a stitch of skincare. I don't have to carry inventory. I get commission on every single sale. I don't have minimum quotas. I don't have to build a team, like I said. Let me think. I want you guys to ask me some questions because there's so many great things about this, and I kind of forget, and I don't talk about it enough. But I don't have overhead. I don't have to have a brick and mortar building. So part of me retiring from hair is I don't have to have a salon. I can do this business from my house, from my phone. I can go to your house. You can come to my house. It's totally different than what I'm used to. Like, I can still go to work if I want to, but it might just be going into my office, going into my spare room. Oh, my favorite music, Christina. Thank you for asking me a question. Gosh, I fluctuate a lot, but like right now I've got my Pandora playing, and I like 80s hairband radio. So I listen to Bon Jovi radio on Pandora. It's a station that I kind of made up myself. And so lots of stuff like Poison, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue. Just I can't even think of any more, even though I love all of them. That's the music I love. And okay, how much does it cost every month to be an artist? In the United States, it costs $11.95. That's it. And that is to cover all of your back office, and they make you a website. It's gorgeous. If you're a customer of mine, that where you go to shop on the website, that is what my $11.95 a month goes to. If you're in Canada, I believe it's $14.95, $13.95, because their exchange rate is different, you know. But yeah, I've never worked with a group of people or a company quite like this. In fact, I've done other multi-level marketing things, direct sales, whatever you want to call it. I will not call it a pyramid scheme because it isn't. There's no scheme in this at all. It's very upfront, and so far in 3 years, I've kind of honestly been waiting to meet somebody that was a little bit shady, or maybe somebody that might try to steal my customers or anything like that. And you know what? I haven't. Every single person that is involved with this makeup that I have come in contact with, and that's hundreds of people personally that I've come in contact with, are supportive and kind and always come from a place to love, from love. And I've never felt like there was any backstabbing, which is kind of crazy. Okay, Christina, so if you sell 2 tins a month, you'll break even. Oh, yeah, totally. That'll pay for your $11.95 back office fee a month. Exactly. So our makeup tins range from $12 to, well, the face makeup like $12 to $16. And then there's a couple other things that are a little bit more. So yeah, if you sell 2 tins, you're pretty much going to cover your $11.95. I don't know that I know of anybody that hasn't sold at least enough to cover their $11.95 a month. Not that I've been in contact with anyway. So you're shady. You are not shady. You're funny. I think that this company, I'm at a loss of words, honestly, because I can't find anything negative about it. And I worked for a couple of other MLMs, like I said, and the one that I did before this, the product was great, but it just, my heart wasn't in it. See how long I take when I talk? I mean, I went over this like 8 times already, and it hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. I need to stop doing that. Anyway, the other company, it just kind of didn't resonate with me. It just wasn't my thing. But the product was good. I will tell you that one of the things that made me go, okay, I can't do this anymore, is there was a minimum amount that I had to purchase in inventory every month, and it was kind of crazy. And their shipping was insane. So it was crazy expensive. With Saint, shipping is free in the United States always. In Canada, I think it's like $3.95 for shipping, and if you order like over $120 or something in product, it's free. But shipping is free when I order stuff. When I redeem points, bye Christina, I'll see you in a little bit. When I accumulate points by hosting parties and things like that, when you guys order, I always say, hey, if you don't belong to a party, please choose a Vanessa or Beauty Bone Deep party. Here's why. Because you're already on my site. I'm already going to get paid commission on what you buy. So thank you. But if you do that one little extra step for me at checkout and you choose one of my parties, it gives me all these extra points that I get to redeem. And that's how I've never had to pay for makeup. That's how I always can keep my my artist palettes filled, so I can have every color, so I can show them to you. And I'm sorry, my dog is going crazy in the background. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's making me lose my concentration. Anyway, I get all these extra points. And I appreciate when you choose a party, because then I can keep my stuff full. I can show you all the new products, things like that. But what I'm getting at is, not only do I get paid commission on when you buy things, but I get tons of things for giveaways. If you have been on this page for a minute, I always have a giveaway. There's at least one a month that I'm giving away something. And it's not just like one tin. Like, I'm giving away compacts, I'm giving away brushes. I have so much stuff that I want to give it away. So the company itself, amazing. No inventory, no minimum sales, no pressure to build a team. And for me, you know, I'm already using this makeup. I'm already going to be putting makeup on anyway. So doing this, it's really nothing extra for me. I just press record, you know, go live or record or something. It's not difficult. But I guess what I'm saying is, if there's any questions that you have about it, ask me, because it's not hidden. It's not like a hidden company where they don't tell you what the name is and you have to contact, you know, this person privately. I'll tell you everything. And we have a great YouTube channel that if you ever want to just learn about how it's all run, how the artist program is run and how it goes, and why it's important to sign up under somebody like me or, you know, a team, you can go to that on YouTube, and nobody's going to call you or reach out to you. It's just totally on your own time, and you can kind of stalk it. Like, I know that I have quite a few followers on this page, but I know I have a lot of people that haven't hit the join button, so they're not members. And I'll run into them, or I'll get a message out of the blue, and they'll be like, okay, I'm ready for a color match. And I never knew that they ever saw any of my posts, because they're not a member. And when you're not a member, you can't comment or like or do anything on here, but you can still see everything. So it's been really kind of funny to me. It's eye-opening at how many people are actually watching, and I have no clue. I had no idea they were watching me. So that's kind of fun, just to be surprised like that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's an open book. The company will tell you anything. There's no hidden. There's nothing hidden. Okay, so I feel like I'm rambling in circles. You want to know anything else about me? Okay, here's something about me, because it's really starting to bug me. And you know, whenever I'm doing my makeup, it doesn't look so bad. I think it's just because I have good lighting. I've been thinking for years about getting my eyelids done, because especially this one, it's getting heavier and heavier, and it kind of goes over on the side. And I want to get that little bit of excess skin taken out. I know I'm vain, okay? It's just that. I don't want a facelift or anything. I just want to get rid of that little extra so that I feel more awake. What do you guys think? Has anybody gotten that? I think if I do it, I'm going to document it from start to finish. I'm going to show you pictures and videos of right after I get it done, when I have 2 black eyes. And yeah, but I'm turning 50 in a couple months. And I have been thinking about doing this since I was 40. I didn't need it then, though, but it was in the back of my mind. It was always like, someday I'm going to do it. All right, what else? What else do you guys want to know? Somebody asked me a question. I feel like I'm just talking to myself all the time. Oh, I live in Colorado. If you didn't know that, you may not know that, I don't know. Today is a gorgeous, sunny, beautiful day. I am sitting in front of a window in my spare bedroom office, and the sky is blue. There is absolutely not one cloud. I can't see one cloud in the sky. It's amazing. And we had a blizzard not even a week ago. It's kind of crazy. And I think I talked to my mom today, and she told me that we are supposed to have another storm coming like Sunday. So in a couple of days. I hope that's not true. I think if you have lived in Colorado, or you're from Colorado, or you live here now, or whatever, all of us agree that we don't really believe the weathermen until like hours before they've predicted what is coming, because it changes daily, hourly. All right, I'm just going to keep babbling, and I'm just going to put my makeup on, and I'm going to hope that somebody hops on and asks me a question. And that was fun, huh? I love that color. What is that color? You complete me. You complete me. That's what this color is. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. That's the only color I put on. I'm going to add a little bit of something more to that, but I'm going to do a little bit more eye makeup than I normally do even. So I filled in my eyebrows with Oak, if you saw that, and I still feel like I missed a spot right there. See how light it is right there? Let's just add a little more. And right there I have a little empty spot in my eyebrow. Okay, that's better. I'm going to use a little bit of Coal, which is the darkest brown we have. And I'm just going to give myself, oh, see? This is why I need that surgery, because as soon as I opened my eye, all that disappeared. So if you have heavy eyelids, look straight. Don't raise your eyebrows. I feel like when I do this, I don't open my mouth as much either. You know how you open your mouth when you're putting mascara on and you raise your eyebrows or whatever? I feel like I can't open my mouth, otherwise it's going to make my eyebrows go up. Okay, just like that. Let's get a little bit over here. Well, we might as well make it even though. I am a sloppy eyeshadow person, right? And I tell people all the time, you can't mess up this makeup, and it includes the eyeshadow. Like, you can just do crazy, ridiculous things, and it will blend. It will blend and blend and blend because it's so beautiful. Because it's really high quality is what it is. It's cruelty-free, paraben-free. It's free of a whole bunch of things. Now I can't think of any of them, but all right. Oh, here's another thing about this company. So they have a foundation, and it is called Love is Never Wasted, and it supports foster care. And the owner, the creator, the CEO of Saint is named Carolyn Brooke Kilpack. And she actually has a couple of children that she adopted. One was through, does she have two that she adopted? I think so. Definitely one. And she fostered her first, and that's how it all came about. But when she started making some money, she decided she wanted to really, really give back to that. And so we have two eyeshadows. See, look, that I got stuck on something there. Let me put a little bit of there. We have two eyeshadows, Stay Golden and Mija, that both of those eyeshadows, 100% of the proceeds go to the foundation. So they go to support foster kids and foster care and teaching people how to be foster parents. That's the big thing. I guess there's not enough of that around. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I should have put the eyebrow wax on. You know what? I'll put it on now. I think it's better before I fill them in, but we'll try it. Okay, I'm using my spoolie. I'm going to spray a little bit of my Stay Spray on there. You can use water too. There's the hair on there. And then here's what the wax looks like. And I'm just going to kind of roll my spoolie in there a little bit. And then I'm going to, oh yeah, that works. Just kind of, it gives them some hold. It's like gel or hairspray for your hair, but it doesn't get flaky. It's pretty nice. Is that my beautiful cousin? Leslie, is that you? Are you watching me? I saw your little head pop up, but no comment down there. I think you have to be a member to say hi. Please join my page. Say hi. What do you guys think of this? This. Holy manoli. Let me show you when I take it down. I'm embracing my sparkles. I don't hate them. Hi, Casey. Oh, hi, Les. Thanks for hopping on for real. Hi, Stace. Oh, you guys are all here now. Yay. Do you have any questions? What do you want to know? Do you want to know something weird about me? Like, I don't know. I was bit by a wild boar when I was 3 years old, and I almost lost this thumb. True story. Okay, look. I am totally growing out my sparkles. Check it. What do you think? Do you think I'm brave or stupid or crazy? I don't hate it though. So I had, you know, my hair's been like red and gold and auburn, and so it's taken me a long time. I haven't colored my roots in like 8 months, and I've been adding some highlights and trying to tone it down to get out the red and the gold. So this right here is truly my natural. But yeah, I really don't hate it. I feel like it's kind of shiny, and you know, gray is in, silver is in these days. So I'm trying it. Okay, should I blend my face? Because I'm sitting here looking at myself and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should blend this so you guys can see what it really looks like. Let me get a bigger brush. Let's use this one. So this is contour that I'm blending right now. And contour creates shadows. It gives you that 3-dimension back. Where if you're just using like one foundation, like a liquid foundation or a powder foundation, it just makes one flat color. And it's funny, I need to do a little test of this, but when I just do my foundation color and I don't put the contour on, I actually look like I have more makeup on. And then when I add the contour, it's like everything looks more natural. And your skin has all that dimension back. So, what do you think? I'm going to add a little bit of cheek color. I have Royal in my compact right now, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to use this one. This one has a glossier finish in it, so, and it's pretty dark, so I'm just lightly dabbing in there. There. Okay, what's going on? Les, if you're still on here, how far away are you from Joe? Did he move closer to you? I want to come visit. I'm feeling very cooped up. Supposed to go to Cabo. Oh, there's a hair attacking me. Supposed to go to Cabo in May for my birthday. So hopefully that doesn't fall apart. Let's cross our fingers. I feel kind of good. I feel like I really like this eyeshadow You Complete Me. It really makes my eyes pop. That's kind of fun. I don't wear traditional eyeliner very much anymore. I actually use my eyeshadow as eyeliner all the time now. Almost all the time. So that same dark color that I used in that dot right there, in fact, I might need a little bit more. I don't know. I'm just going to run that about halfway across on the bottom as eyeliner. I do not do a solid line all the way across like back in the day. I've noticed as I get older, it actually is way more aging. So even if I was going to use true eyeliner like a pen or a pencil or liquid or anything, I wouldn't use it on the bottom because it can make your eyes look really small, and it really just dates you is the bottom line. So using something softer like an eyeshadow, even if you were so used to black eyeliner, use black eyeshadow. I'm telling you, it's going to look 100 times better. Oh, 3 hours. So I could come and see both of you guys. But I don't want to wear a mask, so we'll have to figure that out. I'm not going to be like seeing my family and having to be 6 feet apart and wear a mask. I'm over it. That's just my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. All right, I would truly love to see you though. That would be really fun. This is going to be the longest makeup application I have ever done. I'm really done. I just don't want to leave you yet. Maybe when the sun goes down and all my light's gone. Let's add some more mascara. Oh, and you know what? Let's put illuminator and stuff on since I'm going out. I never go out. All right. Okay. Aerosmith is playing now. That's kind of earlier hairband, you know, that's, but it kind of go, I love Aerosmith too. Oh, I'm high maintenance. So I'm going to put my other mascara on the bottom. This is a water resistant. I like it. I don't wear waterproof anymore because it's too hard to get off and I don't want to be rubbing my eyes too much. So it's crazy to me when I say that I'm retiring from hair after 31 years. The more I say it, the easier it comes out. Thank you, Leslie. The easier it comes out, but it's very, it's kind of shocking to say it. I don't know. I still kind of don't believe it, but I'm super excited about it. Okay, I do have a couple blemishes. I'm grabbing my multitasker and I'm just going to dot on those. And hair's on my face. So I'll just dot on there. I think I have one right here. It's a weird spot. And I'm going to add illuminator while that's just kind of sitting there before I blend it. What illuminator? Oh, you know what? I'll powder first and I'll use a powder illuminator. Normally I use, not normally, but a lot of times I use a cream illuminator. But since I'm going out, I can glam a little bit extra, right? So let me just grab a brush and do some powder. I love this powder. Watch how it diffuses. It looks like I just stuck a filter on. It's so weird in a really great way. Do I need to cover my nose? Probably it's red. Okay. Oh, let me blend these now. This one. Okay. Powder. Okay, I'm going to do this one side because it is pretty cool how this powder truly looks like a filter. Okay, look. I mean, look, just right here. Isn't that amazing? And this makeup just looks prettier the longer it sits on my skin. So in about 15 minutes, I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. Because it's cream, it doesn't dry out, so it doesn't have water content, so it's not evaporating. It's not like a powder makeup that just kind of sits on top of your skin, and this really moves with your skin, but I love it. Okay, let's put a fun little illuminator. You know, I think I'm going to use one that I don't use very often. Let's grab one of these. So I use Glamazing all the time. It is my favorite powder illuminator. This one's Glamazing. But since I put kind of a little bit more coppery red, Why don't I try something that's I think I'm going to try this one. No, I'm going to try this one. This one is called Georgia, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, Georgia. Let's do this one. I could have used that as eyeshadow too. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's try it. I don't know, honestly, if I've ever used this one. So this is what's cool about it. You dab it, and then you got to turn, and when the light hits it, and you just barely tap into it, because if you get too much, you're just going to look like a strobe, and it's kind of obnoxious. But it's really pretty. And you can take a little bit down your nose. I'm going to use the other side, and you can put a little bit on the inner corner of your eye. This is a great way to just kind of, see that? Look at that. It just kind of like a pop. You can even put a little bit under. Guns N' Roses is on now. Okay. How's that? Does it look good? I'm going to get really close so you guys can see. I don't have any lip stuff on. Maybe I should put some lip on. I'll put some lip on. Okay, let me grab a little bit of I'll use my bronzer for this. And I just kind of overline my lips a little bit. I'm going to have to change the title on this to like the longest makeup video ever. Okay. And I'll put that Royal, that same stuff I put on my cheeks. It's glossy, so it feels really good too. Okay, let me get up close so you guys can see that my skin still looks like my skin. Make sure that I blended my pimple. So you can still see the texture of my skin. I almost feel like I might be a little bit too fair. So, you know what? We'll just add more because it never really looks like there's too much. This is just that bronzer that I put on my lips as lip liner. We'll just add a little bit. Give myself a little bit more glow. There. Okay, that's better. Now I feel like my head is not floating away from my neck. All right, you guys, I think I'm done. I'm done talking to myself. If you have any questions, hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. But if you have any questions, comment below. Make sure you join. If you're just hovering and you have a question, it won't let you ask unless you're a member of this. So if you want to know anything about me, the business, when I got bit by that boar, how I became a hairstylist, why I decided to switch gears this late in my life, in my career, ask me. I'm an open book. All right. I'm feeling froggy. I'll talk to you later. Have a beautiful night.